Welcome to Buffalo, New York, and UB Stadium, home of the Buffalo Bulls, where the fans know that no one circles the wagons like the Buffalo Bulls. We've got a sensational matchup for you. Fans have been filing in and getting ready for this game, as we'll see a team coming off a crucial bye week, the Boise State Broncos, taking on a team recharged after a much-needed bye week, the Buffalo Bulls. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Bulls will kick it away to start us off. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Boise State Broncos offense takes the field. And this wide receiver, he's the linchpin to the offense. They want to make sure they find a multitude of ways to get him the football.
And it's a risk-reward scenario on defense when you're trying to cover this guy, Reese, because you play man coverage, you risk him running by you and catching deep balls. You play too much zone, and then he can hurt you after the catch. A lot of
wasting no time taking a shot. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He's looking for a man on second down. Fires to the middle. And that pass intercepted. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32.
Well, statistically, this defense is not one of the better units against the pass. They're trying to change that here today. What a great job tracking the ball down, making a play on it, stabbing it out of the air for a big interception early. That should be massive for their confidence.
Short fields make successful offenses just what they want here. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, I think for that play to work, you need to have some access, some cushion and coverage for the receiver to be able to do something with it after the catch. That time, the defender was just way too close, all over him, and he tackles him for no gain.
On target over the middle. Oh, and the ball's out after that big play. Oh, it looks as if the defense got it.
Man, that's a big mistake. And listen, I'm still going to force feed my playmakers. If I'm that quarterback, I'm that OC, I'm walking over to that guy and be like, listen, it's okay. It's a little bit of a mistake. We're still going to find ways to get you the rock. You're too important to this team not to give you the football.
Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
On second down, looking to throw. He's moving out of the pocket. He's got it. And he'll go down, but not before the big pickup and the first down. Okay, ready? Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. On the run, it's Suarez. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
Well, with the weapons this offense has, you knew it was just a matter of time in the run game before someone was going to break a long one. They'd just been running into a wall. They just couldn't seem to find their creases and get enough movement up front, but they finally got it there, picking up the first. Let's see what happens next.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third. And the Broncos racing to the line in the hurry-up. On third and long, he has to throw for it. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. The Broncos send out the punt unit. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The Buffalo offense headed back to the field. That fumble in plus territory just ruined that last drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating when you got the offense moving a little bit and you put that thing on the deck, Jesse. But move on, reload, forget about it.
At the end of the day, it's just fundamental football, right? They practice it all week. 5 points of pressure. Every ball carrier has to have it. They just got to do a better job moving forward.
Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. Dragged down after a pickup of 5 out to the 35. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. One back in the backfield, he gets the carry. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Pulls it in. It's Abraham. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. And the Bulls will punt it away on 4th down. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah.
Gonna let it fly. Makes the catch down the right side. Touchdown, Boise State. A great catch and run for 6.
You know, sometimes as a play caller, you just don't have to overthink things. I've got a guy who's faster than your guys, and he's just going to run straight down the field. I'm going to throw it way down the field. He's going to make the catch, and we're going to score a touchdown, and that's pretty much what just happened there.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. So see, quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Buffalo has it back. Let's see what the Bulls offense can do. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
And there was no question in that scenario. That's where the quarterback was going. He knew he had his receiver in a matchup that he liked. route where he would find himself open. Nice job between those two.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack. A big play for the defense with the first down sack. Now, advantage D as the offense comes up on second down. He's looking to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Lee. And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end. Now facing a 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Got his man quickly. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. The Bulls will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch, called for and made. Boise State ready to send out that offense. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. He wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. And the Broncos want to crank the tempo. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And that's a live ball. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
I love those smashes where you can hear it up here. Goodness gracious, you can...
Timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Zings it complete to the right. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. He knew the heat was coming. He had to get rid of it in a hurry, and he did so beautifully.
Perfectly. I don't need a big gain. I don't need to hold on to this football because the longer I hold on to it with the blitz coming, the worse things are going to happen. I just need a few yards for the first down, get it out of my hand, get the first down.
First down to start the drive after the break. He's looking to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. And this senior quarterback a little too bold there, and he's lucky he didn't get picked off throwing into double coverage. Maybe a little frustrated after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10 from the... And the defense gets to the quarterback.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. The Broncos will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark it down at the 38-yard line. The Buffalo offense headed back to the field. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a look.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
Off the play fake on first down. Throws to the wideout. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Looking for a gap. It's Abraham. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Great running backs consistently make people miss, and he did a really good job of breaking one tackle, but he couldn't do it to the next, and to the next, and to the next. The offensive line going to have to do a lot better job, giving him some more space so he can get out in the open field and make some plays for this offense.
And that is good versatility there, and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage. 3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Going to take a shot at this DB. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete. And they'll send out the field goal unit. He'll need to strike this one cleanly from 48 yards out. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Notre Dame is currently trailing, but this has been a back-and-forth affair. If that quarterback can find a little magic a la Joe Montana, this might not be over yet. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to North Carolina. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find the rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
Man, how tough is this guy to defend? He drops back, everything tells you pass, and then he scrambles and gets the first down. Just so hard to defend.
They'll throw it on first down. And this senior quarterback knows he had a chance that time and just put a little too much on it. Back to the line after the incompletion. 2nd and 10 from the 37. He's looking to throw. Pulls it in. It's Suarez. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Time to take a shot. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers and he couldn't hold on. And the Broncos will send out the punt unit. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. And now the offense will come onto the field again. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
He's got his man. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. He's going to pass. Makes the grab outside. It's Lee. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
A nice job by the defense there, tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
And he can't find a receiver, and down he goes. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this 3rd down play. Clock running. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Shoots it to the left. Fires into traffic. Intercepted.
Well, the defense was expecting pass on that one. 3rd and long. They dial up the perfect coverage, and a great job in the back end, reading and reacting to the quarterback when the ball was in the air, coming away with a massive interception.
And he can't escape, and down he goes. The Broncos come to the line in the hurry-up. wants to pass it on second down. They're working that left side. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. A new set of downs after the completion. Trying to find his man on first down. Buying some time. Quarterback tried to scramble around for a while, but the defense able to bring him down. They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be third down. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. And the Broncos will try to pin them back with the punt. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Takes it on the return. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Buffalo has it back. Let's see what the Bulls offense can do. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you've got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
After the misfire, now on second down. He's looking to throw. Got his man on the right. They make the stop, but the sweet pulling catch is plenty to give him a first down. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Comes out throwing on first down. Caught in the backfield. It's Abraham. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Wants to fire on second down. Quarterback moving. He'll try to do it himself. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. To the air on first down. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, you've had yourselves a superb broadcast so far today in Western New York.
The Broncos will kick it away to start the second half. He'll return it. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Buffalo offense headed back to the field. A big reason they find themselves trailing to start the second half, those 2 turnovers in the first.
Yeah, and I think coaches will tell you the number one thing that you got to make sure you do is take care of the football. You want to create explosives, you want to put up a bunch of yards, but step one, Jesse, taking care of the football.
And it just goes to show you how critical those mistakes are. Only 2 plays. That's really what separates this team from potentially having the lead. If they clean up the errors, they've got a chance to win this game.
Got his man in the middle. They've done a really good job creating the matchups they want out of the slot.
Yeah, dude, get that guy matched up on a linebacker. That guy matched up on a safety. Keep him away from the corners by putting him in the slot. Get him the football. Let him make plays.
He's out past the 35. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. And the Bulls come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Gonna run it. It's Abraham. And he slid through that attempt, and he's got room. They'll get him stopped at the 45, but it's a big 15-yard pickup and a first down. The Bulls are marching down the field. They're getting this guy lathered up. Gives him the big stiff arm. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. And the Bulls moving quickly to the line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. It's complete to the right. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8.
We've seen really nice balance here on this drive. Quarterback's 3 for 3. He's picking this defense apart. They've also run the ball well. Down close to the goal line. This defense has no idea what's coming next.
He pushes his way down to the floor as they get closer and closer. Now the offense tries to punch it in on second and goal. He's looking to throw. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
In that second down play, the defense, I think, was expecting pass. So you saw them come firing upfield. They use their speed. They use their athleticism. They win the one-on-ones, and they get a big-time sack.
He's got it and still on his feet. You can hand it to him. You can throw it to him. Either way, he's making his presence felt.
Those are your favorite plays, Reese, the him plays, right? They're finding ways to get him the ball because he can make plays, whether it's running or receiving out of the backfield. They're going to continue to highlight this guy.
After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. And then a low-scoring game like this one, David, every possession is magnified.
And I think more than anything, it just gets frustrating. And you got to put that behind you. You got to see what this defense has been doing to be so successful. Caller, now use it against you.
Yeah, David, I think for a play caller, this is tough, right? It's like you have to have the perfect play on just to get a first down. In these types of games, I think you're just trying to get guys out in space, see if a dude can break a tackle. Maybe that generates an explosive play, and it breaks this trend.
Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. And the Broncos will punt this one away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. Buffalo has it back. Let's see what the Bulls offense can do. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. For this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a first down.
Well, and the good thing is there's not a ton of game pressure because the other side's not scoring either. But if you can find that one thing, get that one positive play, and then maybe you get those juices going, then something can start to build.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Handoff to the lone back. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. They go to the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a 3rd down and short. From the gun, wants to pass. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. The Bulls decide to punt it away.
Number 19 in punt formation to kick it away.
He shanked it. Not going to get a chance to field that one, and the punt will bounce out of bounds. Boise State ready to send out that offense. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field. Possession.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
That's the end of the quarter, and Boise State has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Quarterback will audible. On second down, he'll fire. Buys a little time with his feet. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. Going for the big play. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. The Broncos will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. The Buffalo offense headed back to the field. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
And the quarterback is snowed under.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright. And you just saw another example of it right there. He has never been able to get into rhythm throwing the football.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Pressure coming. Gets rid of it. Wide open downfield. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26. And the Bulls will hustle to the line.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Got it! And he was straining for the goal line, but the defense stopped him short. He's just winning that matchup in the slot every time.
And when you put him in the slot, Reese, he's closer to the quarterback. It's an easier throw. We can run in, we can run out, and really take advantage of his versatility of the guy in that slot position.
They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. Touchdown, Bulls! And with that, they move out front here in the fourth.
Man, I love this offense, being able to run the football late in the game when it matters and punch it in for the touchdown, and more importantly, take the lead.
Nice catch for the two-point conversion. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here, Palmer.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
That's the type of explosive play you love to start a drive with. First down from the 42. Looking to move it through the air. Fires to the wideout. Got his man. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28. Big drive for this offense late, trying to tie the game. They pieced together a couple of first downs, and here they come again. He wants to throw. Fires to the right. That one came in hot, and it's incomplete.
Hey, you see those balls in practice sometimes. They're just off the mark. And you don't know how to control it. You don't know what goes wrong. But sometimes QBs miss, and it's an incompletion.
He'll throw it. This time on target. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys. With that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season. And, man, you know he's looking for more.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The aerial assault continues. They're bringing heat. Blasted as he lets it go. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. If they can pay off this 3rd and goal with a touchdown, it might be getting a little tough to swallow over there on the other sideline. He caught it, and he won't be able to push his way in. He stopped at the 1.
Yeah, and now it's 4th down. It's money down, and I don't think there's a question right here. You need the touchdown. You got to put that on the scoreboard. You're going for it. You're putting your best play forward right now.
And this could prove to be the biggest play of the game. They'll go for it on 4th and goal. Tries to surge ahead on the sneak. Wedges, pushes, and he's over and in for the touchdown.
Yeah, I had to have it. 4th and goal. It's go time. I get nothing or I get a touchdown, and they go to the quarterback sneak. Not a surprise. Now you see it so much in college football and NFL football. Guys pushing him, trying to get him across the goal line, and he gets in for the touchdown.
On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Buffalo has it back. Let's see what the Bulls offense can do. Wants to throw on 1st down. He lofts one down the sideline. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. And after the incompletion on 1st down, this offense looking at 2nd down. Here's the handoff. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a 1st down.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. He's looking to throw. He makes the connection, and he'll... After a very productive play.
There's just so much chemistry between this quarterback and his receiver. And you saw it right there, down the perimeter, trying to work the boundary. Just put it somewhere near him. He'll catch it, he'll get a foot down, and help out his offense.
These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. It's caught. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. They'll throw it on first down. Quickly complete. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone. Make them execute and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make...
And this is going to be intercepted. A big play in a tie game.
And they'll take over 1st and 10.
Offense getting set for first down. He's looking to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Complete downfield. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. He's going to pass. And it falls incomplete. But it could have been much, much worse as the defender was right there.
Well, this defense has had the QB's number all game long. One of the reasons why is because of this cornerback. When he's on an island, he's winning 50-50 balls, and he's not letting anything get thrown over his head downfield. Great job in coverage, disguising what he's doing and knocking balls away.
Fires toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
Man, you know the defensive coordinator on that play was holding his breath because in the 4th quarter, you got one of the fastest players in the game going deep on you. And that's going to be a helmet sticker for somebody. Like forcing an incompletion against that guy, that's incredible.
Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. Timeout on the field, and we've got a dandy all tied up late in the 4th.
Timeout, Boise State.
Tie game here late in the 4th. They want to control the ball, and they're not going to punt it away. They'll go for it on 4th. Going for it all. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive. The Buffalo offense headed back to the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw an interception.
And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. The right play here is try to win it in regulation. Don't be too conservative. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Oh, so close to paying off. The tip really had it in his hands, but it falls incomplete. They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those 4th down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Quarterback on the move, still looking. And he will wisely scamper out of bounds. No need to take unnecessary hits.
And that's a really good job by this defense because remember, when the quarterback runs, now you got an extra blocker because he's not just handing it off and standing there. And they still did a good job at the point of attack, kind of strung it along and made him run out of bounds.
Dialing up a 2nd down pass play. Touchdown Broncos! And inside a minute to go, and they've got the lead.
Boise State.
And how about this offense, man? They knew they needed to execute. Great play calling, great drive, put it together. Now you got a chance to go up by 7 late in this ball game and then let your defense go on the field and seal it for you.
14.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Buffalo has it back. Let's see what the Bulls offense can do. And they're going to have to fight this defense, and they're also up against it with time, Jesse.
Yeah, no doubt, Reese. And this quarterback now, he's going to have to show off his poise, David. They practice these late-game situations, but how's this guy going to respond?
And I got a little bit of time to work with here, so I watch the defense, and if they're going to drop back and play real conservative like they tend to do late in the game, let's get a few shots over the middle first before we have to take that deep shot.
Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Got his man downfield. They get the timeout called. 11 seconds remaining to play. You look to be backed up, and then suddenly you're not. Big play has them across the 50, and they'll have it 1st and 10. And that's just a flat misfire, not even close to his receiver. This offense has a 2nd down play. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. The incomplete pass leaves him with 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Trying to get to him. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Throws toward the end zone. Last chance, and he's got it! He's got it for the touchdown! And they can send it to overtime with the kick, or do they dare try to win it here? What a cannon this dude has for an arm.
And there's nothing more frustrating than you watch a Hail Mary and they don't get it to the end zone, or they throw it out of the back of the end zone. Great job by the quarterback. He's got to put that thing way up in the air, and he does, and his receiver comes down with it. What a play.
First play of the first possession of OT. Here we go. Looking to go up top on 1st down. Feeling some heat. Trying to buy a little time, and he cannot, but he does get it back closer to the line of scrimmage. They gave up the sack on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 11. Fires left. He makes the catch. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Yeah, and he's been throwing it all over the yard, and he's now over 300 yards on the day, so been a successful day. Now, 300 yards, I don't know, Palmer, 300 nowadays, that's like what back in the day for you?
That would have been 500. I would have won the Heisman, maybe. It's a big deal today in college football, no doubt. Now, listen, he's in a rhythm right now. He's in a groove. We've seen good decision-making. He's been playing on time, and he's been deadly accurate throwing it. And guess what? This game is far from over. Looking to buy time. Lets it fly. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. They've got a little work to do here on 3rd and goal in overtime. On 3rd and goal, they'll throw it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Not even a thought to take the field goal. They're going for it on 4th and goal. He's looking to throw. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Can't make the connection on 4th down, and they give up the football here in overtime. Well, guys, let's play some more. Headed to overtime. And this just feels right. Both of these teams going back and forth. So, of course, David, this thing needs to get decided in OT.
Let's see who's better. Short amount of time to do it. A couple possessions, probably maybe 1 possession each. Who's the better team? He finds his man. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Now on 2nd down. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense. 3rd down, any kind of score wins it. They want to make sure they stay in position for their kicker. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. It's complete. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short. And here we go, a field goal try to win it. Right down the middle. The kick is good. A game winner in overtime.
Well, Well, you're always going to